Hey guys, it's Nicole, and this is the final project for this class. So first off, I wanted to say that I picked this commercial because it's a Wells Fargo commercial, and I picked it because it had more than just one element. It didn't just talk about homosexuals, or it didn't just talk about, or it didn't just show like interracial couple. It actually had three parts to it, which I thought was interesting. It would be, more to talk about. And I'd never really seen a commercial that featured, you know, some of the elements that this commercial did. So I'll play the commercial. I know it might be kind of hard to see. So I just clicked on my video and then it goes. I was able to put my video in. So let's see if you guys are able to see that.
Everyone works hard for a reason. Working together, we can help you prepare financially for when 2 becomes 3. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far.
Okay, so click out of there. So that was my video. And so, like I said, there was 3 factors that my video had. So not only did it have, a couple adopting a child, but this couple was a lesbian couple. And then not only were they adopting, they were adopting a non-white child. And then to add on top of that, not only was it a non-white child, but this child had a disability, which was she was deaf. And so that's why you saw the 2 mothers in the video learning sign language, which I didn't realize that that's what they were learning the sign language for. So it was really interesting. So as far as the lesbian element goes in the commercial, I think it's a huge win for the LGBTQ community because, we see more and more commercials with, homosexuals in it and ads and different advertising, but we don't, it's still taboo to some, and it's, it's a way to just make it, normalized. I think it's really rewarding for the community to have commercials like that, just to make it, a normal thing. I think it just brings, awareness, and, it makes it not different. I think it's able to show exposure to all different types of families. And I think that that's great. So not only are they showing like a couple adopting, which is a huge step for any family, but, there's obstacles with homosexual couples doing it. But also the fact that this child was non-white kind of stuck out to me, because at first I thought it was kind of a bad thing. Like, why did they choose a child that was not Caucasian to represent the child that they were adopting? And then I kind of got into more research that non-white children are not as adopted as often as Caucasian children. And so I thought that was really interesting, that I think the commercial not only, put adoption out there, but it allowed almost like, I don't know, I guess its own advertisement in itself, that that there are children that are non-white that need homes too. So this commercial had a lot of elements that were not just, there was lots of little things too that you kind of paid attention to. And as you get into each category, you're able to see more in depth of what the other things are. So not only is it a couple adopting, but it's a lesbian couple adopting. They're not just adopting a Caucasian child, it's a non-white child. The child has disabilities, which, it's a big statement for the commercial to make. And I think, as far as the adopting element goes, it's a huge step for families trying to just be like any other family. And like they said, a family of 2 going to a family of 3. So then the other thing was the fact that the child was deaf was brought up, and the couple was learning sign language in order to communicate with her, which was very interesting. It was very interesting. So I think this commercial, like I said in my slide, I think this commercial, it brings awareness to people with disabilities. And this is another thing you don't see disabilities in commercials. I think that's kind of a downer. That's it's a negative for the community, obviously, because I think we need to all learn to be accepting of everyone. And so the more that you see it, the more that you accept it, the more that it becomes normal and it's not really that big of a deal. And I think that has to do with disabilities too. I was shocked that it was really shocking kind of to see that they were learning sign language for the child they were going to adopt. So I was like, oh, that was really nice. But yes, like I said, you don't see a lot of disabilities in commercials or advertisements, or you try to think of a time where you've seen someone in a wheelchair in a Pantene Pro V commercial. Never. I don't think there's ever been. So I think it's something that needs to be brought attention to. And commercials like this are able to bring, she wasn't in a wheelchair, but she did have some type of, setback, that, if you will. And I think, as far as her, I think it also brings attention to the adopting community that you don't have to, you can look at other children to adopt, children that aren't someone's first pick, someone who is in a wheelchair, someone who does need help. They all need love. So I think that's a good thing to notice. So hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you.